Russia, home to the world's deepest freshwater lake, Lake Baikal, the Hermitage Museum, housing over 3 million works of art. Legendary authors like Leo Tolstoy, whose works have shaped global literature. Pioneers of space exploration, with Yuri Gagarin being the first human in space. A land of natural wonders from the volcanoes of Kamchatka to the vibrant streets of Moscow, where you can enjoy a traditional tea ceremony with a samovar in a cozy dacha. Russia is a country that bridges the gap between history and modernity. It's a place where rich cultural heritage meets contemporary creativity. A place where the echoes of the past resonate, yet the future is being actively shaped. To truly appreciate Russia, you must delve into its diverse landscapes and cultures. You have to be willing to traverse its vast expanse both geographically and culturally. But that's the allure of it, isn't it? Russia doesn't unveil its mysteries easily. You have to uncover them, through exploration, through dialogue, through simply being present in this remarkable part of the world. So open your mind, pour yourself a shot of something strong, and let's embark on a journey through the heart of Russia. To understand Russia today, you have to delve into its tumultuous past. This is a land shaped by empires, the echoes of the czars, the whispers of revolution, the long shadow of the Soviet Union. They're all here, woven into the fabric of everyday life. From the reign of Peter the Great, who flung open a window to the west, to the cataclysmic Bolshevik Revolution, Russia's history is a roller coaster ride of triumphs and tragedies. The grandeur of the Romanov dynasty, with its opulent palaces and lavish lifestyles, ultimately gave way to the brutal realities of war and revolution. The Soviet era, for all its complexities and contradictions, left an undeniable mark on the Russian psyche. The collectivist spirit, the emphasis on education and social welfare, the ever-present sense of shared history, these are all legacies of that period. Today, Russia grapples with its past while forging a new identity on the world stage. It's a delicate dance between preserving its heritage and embracing the possibilities of the future. You can't talk about Russia without talking about its soul, and nowhere is that soul more evident than in its arts and culture. This is a nation that has produced some of the world's greatest literary giants, from Tolstoy to Dostoevsky, authors who plumbed the depths of the human condition with unflinching honesty. Russian music, too, is infused with a deep sense of passion and drama. From the soaring melodies of Tchaikovsky to the haunting beauty of Rachmaninoff, Russian composers have a way of getting under your skin and staying there. And then there's the ballet, a spectacle of grace and athleticism that leaves audiences breathless. But Russian culture is more than just high art. It's also about the simple things, the warmth of a shared meal, the boisterous laughter of friends, the deep sense of connection to one's roots. It's about gathering around a table laden with traditional dishes like borscht and pelmeni, sharing stories and toasting to life. Russia is a country where architecture tells a story. From the fairy tale-like onion domes of St. Basil's Cathedral to the imposing grandeur of the Kremlin, Russian buildings are a testament to the country's rich history and artistic spirit. The Kremlin, with its red brick walls and soaring towers, is the heart of Russia, both geographically and symbolically. It's been the seat of power for centuries, witnessing everything from czarist coronations to Soviet military parades. But Russia's architectural treasures aren't limited to Moscow. St. Petersburg, with its elegant canals and Baroque palaces, is a testament to Peter the Great's vision of a modern, European-facing Russia. And scattered across the country are countless other architectural gems, from ancient monasteries to imposing Soviet-era structures. Section 5, a colossus across continents. Let's talk geography for a second. Russia is enormous. I mean really, really big, spanning 11 time zones. It's the largest country on Earth, stretching from the icy plains of the Arctic to the sun-drenched beaches of the Black Sea. We're talking about a landmass that encompasses everything from towering mountain ranges to endless steppes, from dense forests to shimmering lakes. This vastness is part of what defines Russia. It's a country of extremes shaped by its geography. Think about it. The harsh winters have forged a certain resilience in the people, while the sheer scale of the land has fostered a sense of ambition and a willingness to dream big. And let's not forget the natural resources. Russia is blessed with an abundance of oil, natural gas, minerals, you name it, they've got it. This natural wealth has played a pivotal role in shaping Russia's destiny, for better or for worse. Section 6. The bear's claws, military might through the ages, the bear. It's an enduring symbol of Russia, and for good reason. This is a country with a long and complicated history of military power. From the days of the Tsarist Empire to the rise of the Soviet Union, Russia has always been a force to be reckoned with. Think about the Napoleonic Wars. Napoleon's Grand Armée, considered invincible at the time, was ultimately defeated by the harsh Russian winter and the tenacity of the Russian army. And let's not forget World War II, where the Soviet people endured unimaginable sacrifices to defeat Nazi Germany. Today, Russia continues to maintain a formidable military. From its nuclear arsenal to its advanced weaponry, it's a country that commands respect on the global stage. Love them or fear them, there's no denying that the Russian bear still has teeth. Section 7. A tapestry of faith and ethnicity. Forget the stereotypes. Russia isn't some monolithic entity. It's a complex tapestry of ethnicities and religions, a melting pot of cultures that have been interacting, sometimes clashing, for centuries. While Russian Orthodoxy is the dominant religion, the country is home to a diverse array of faiths, from Islam to Buddhism to Judaism. This religious pluralism is a reflection of Russia's vastness and its history as a crossroads between East and West. And then there's the ethnic diversity. Over 190 different ethnic groups call Russia home, each with their own unique language, customs, and traditions. From the Tatars of the Volga region to the Buryats of Siberia, Russia is a testament to the power of cultural exchange, even if it hasn't always been pretty. Section 8. The people of the bear demographics and urban hearts. So, who are these Russians? With a population of over 144 million people, they're a diverse bunch. But there are some common threads that bind them together. There's a certain resilience, a stoicism forged by centuries of hardship, a deep sense of patriotism, a love for their country that transcends politics. Most Russians live in the western part of the country, concentrated in major cities like Moscow and St. Petersburg. Moscow, the bustling capital, is a city of contrasts, where ancient history collides with modern skyscrapers and where the echoes of revolution still linger in the air. St. Petersburg, on the other hand, exudes a more European charm, with its elegant canals and grand palaces. But whether you're in the heart of Moscow or a remote Siberian village, you'll find that Russians are known for their hospitality, their love of good food and drink, and their passion for life. Section 9. Power and Politics. The Kremlin's Grip. Let's be real, Russia's political landscape isn't exactly known for its transparency. The Kremlin, the seat of power, casts a long shadow over Russian politics, and the current government has been criticized for its authoritarian tendencies. Since the collapse of the Soviet Union, Russia has struggled to find its footing on the world stage. The transition from communism to capitalism was tumultuous, to say the least, and the country is still grappling with the legacy of its past. Despite the challenges, Russia remains a major player on the global stage. It's a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council, wields significant influence in its near abroad, and possesses a formidable military arsenal. Love it or hate it, Russia is a country that demands attention. Gap 3S, Section 10, Culinary Chronicles of Russia. Russian food is like Russia itself, super big and different everywhere you go. It's a fun trip through history, culture, and all the different places in Russia. From borscht, a beet soup that warms you right up, to pelmeni, little dumplings full of yummy stuff, Russian food tells the story of its people. Every part of Russia has its own special foods. In Siberia, there are lots of fish dishes because there are lots of rivers and lakes. In the Caucasus, the food is spicier because of the countries nearby. In the middle of Russia, you'll find famous dishes like beef stroganoff and blini, thin pancakes you eat with caviar or jam. But Russian food isn't old and boring. Modern chefs are making new versions of old recipes, mixing old and new to create exciting dishes. Restaurants in Moscow and St. Petersburg are popular places for people who love food from all over the world. They want to taste the mix of old and new flavors. Food in Russia is more than just filling your tummy. It's a big part of who they are. Meals are usually shared with family and friends, celebrating life and culture. Whether it's a simple bowl of kasha or a fancy feast of zakuski, which are little appetizers, every bite tells you something about Russia's history. So, the next time you eat Russian food, remember, you're not just eating. You're part of a really old tradition that is always changing and always delicious. Enjoy your meal, or as they say in Russia, priятного аппетита. Ruska, Gap 3S, Bolomon, Rusyanin Mutfak Gunlukleri. Rus Mutfagi, Tipki ülkenin kendisi gibi uksuz bukaksız ve sesitlidir. Tarih, kültür ve coğrafya boyunca sezbedici bir yolculuk sunar. İnsanın isini isitan pankar korbasi borktan lezzet dolu kukuk hamurisleri pelmeniye kadar Rus yemekleri, halkinin hikayesini anlatır. Rusya'nın her bölgesi kendine özgü mutfak geleneklerine sahiptir. Örneğin Sibirya'da, nehir ve göllerin bulugunu yansıtan balık yemekleri bulunurken, Kafkasya'da komşu ülkelerin etkisi sofraya daha baharatlı bir hava katıyor. Kalt bölgesi olan Orta Rusya, genellikle havyar veya resel ile servis edilen krepler blini ve beef stroganoff gibi klasik yemekleri bulabileceğiniz yerdir. Ancak Rus mutfağı geçmişte takılıp kalmıştır. Modern sefer geleneksel tarifleri yeniden yorumlayarak, mutfak dünyasını kasıp kavuran yenilikçi yemekler yaratmak için eski ve yeniyi harmanlıyor. Moskova ve St. Petersburg'daki restoranlar artık, tarihi ve kagdas lezzetlerin füzyonunu tatmak isteyen dünya çapındaki gurmeler için birer destinasyon haline geldi. Rusya'da yemek sadece beslenmekten ibaret değildir, ülkenin kimliğinin bir yansımasıdır. Yemekler genellikle orta klasa yapılan etkinliklerdir ve aileleri ve arkadaşları yaşam ve kültür kutlamasında bir araya getirir. İster basit bir kasa isterse çeşitli mezelerden oluşan özenle hazırlanmış bir zakuski ziyafeti olsun. Her lokma Rusya'nın zengin mirasından bir tat sunar, bu yüzden bir dahaki sefere bir Rus yemeği yediğinizde şunu unutmayın, sadece yemek yemiyorsunuz, gelişmeye, keyif vermeye ve ilham vermeye devam eden yüzyıllık bir geleneğin parçası oluyorsunuz, afiyet olsun veya Ruskada dedikleri gibi priятного аппетита.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into section 11, and it's all about the literary giants of Russia. When you think of Russian books and stories, some big names probably pop into your head right away, like Tolstoy, Dostoevsky, and Pushkin. These guys are super famous and their books are important not just in Russia but all over the world. First up, Leo Tolstoy. He wrote these really long books like War and Peace and Anna Karenina. They're all about people, how they act, and what life was like back in Russia a long time ago. His stories are really good at showing us what it means to be human. Next, we have Fyodor Dostoevsky. He wrote books like Crime and Punishment and The Brothers Karamazov. His stories are kind of like puzzles, where you try to figure out what's going on inside people's heads. He talks about right and wrong and what it means to be alive. He's so important that even doctors and philosophers study his work. Then there's Alexander Pushkin. He's like the granddad of Russian literature. He wrote poems and stories like Eugene Onegin and The Captain's Daughter. He was really good with words, and his stories are a big part of what makes Russian culture special. These three authors are a big deal. They made Russian culture richer and more interesting, and their books are still read today all around the world. They wrote about things that are important to everyone, no matter where you live. Gap 2S. In Russia, books and stories aren't just for fun. They're a big part of who they are as a country. It's like reading their history and what they believe in. So, next time you pick up a Russian book, remember that you're reading something really special. Whether it's a long story by Tolstoy, a mystery by Dostoevsky, or a poem by Pushkin, you're holding a piece of history in your hands. Happy reading, or as they say in Russia, priятного чтения. Welcome back, everyone. In this chapter, we're going to dive into the vibrant festivals of Russia. These celebrations are more than just events, they are windows into the heart and soul of Russian culture and history. First up, let's talk about Maslenitsa, also known as Butter Week. This festival marks the end of winter and the beginning of spring. Picture this, streets filled with people enjoying blini, which are delicious Russian pancakes, and taking part in traditional games and dances. The festival culminates with the burning of the Maslenitsa effigy, symbolizing the end of winter's cold grip and welcoming the warmth of spring. Next, we have Victory Day, celebrated on May 9th. This is a solemn yet joyous occasion that commemorates the end of World War II and honors the bravery and sacrifices of those who fought. The day is filled with parades, fireworks, and the iconic Immortal Regiment March, where people carry photographs of their ancestors who participated in the war. It's a powerful reminder of Russia's resilience and unity. Then, there's the enchanting celebration of Orthodox Christmas on January 7th. Unlike the commercialized Christmas seen in many parts of the world, Russian Christmas is deeply rooted in religious traditions. Families attend church services, sing carols known as kolyadki, and enjoy a festive meal that includes dishes like kutya, a sweet grain pudding. Another fascinating festival is Ivan Kupala Night, celebrated on July 6th, 7. This ancient Slavic holiday is all about fire and water. People jump over bonfires believing it will cleanse them of bad luck, and search for the mythical fern flower which is said to bring happiness and prosperity. It's a magical night filled with folklore and mysticism. And we can't forget New Year's Eve, which is arguably the most anticipated celebration in Russia. The festivities are grand, with fireworks, feasts, and the ringing of the Kremlin clock at midnight. Ded Moroz, or Grandfather Frost, and his granddaughter Snegorochka bring gifts to children, much like Santa Claus in other cultures. These festivals highlight the rich cultural tapestry of Russia, blending ancient traditions with modern celebrations. They showcase the nation's deep respect for its history, its resilience in the face of adversity, and its enduring spirit of community and joy. So next time you think of Russia, remember, it's not just a land of cold winters and vast landscapes. It's a place where traditions come alive through vibrant festivals, connecting the past with the present and bringing people together in celebration. Thank you for joining us on this cultural journey. Stay tuned for more fascinating insights into the heart of Russia. Do skoroy verstrechi. Until next time.